Welcome back to another video. Today we are at a pretty large pin event, I think, hosted by the Figment Guy. This is our first of his events, and I am pretty excited. It was hard to find a parking spot in a giant parking lot, so I think there's going to be a lot of pins in there. So I'm going to show you what we have, what we brought, nothing too crazy, and I'll tell you what we're looking for. We are looking mostly for Emperor's New Groove. Of course, my wife is always looking for Marie. I'm always looking for cars and pirates and dogs and pretty much anything cool. I like whatever's cool, really, and sometimes I'll do sets. So come along as we check out some, hopefully, really cool pins. This is what we are taking in, and then there's obviously some on the inside as well, but on the way, we stopped to pick up this little mystery box from GameStop, of all places, and I kind of thought maybe it would be cooler just to trade it as a mystery box instead of opening it up. We did buy 4 of them and opened 3 of them, but I saved this one as a mystery box. We'll see if anyone is interested in it. If not, I'll open it. But this is pretty much our good stuff on the front, and sorry to do all of this from the inside of my truck. I know that's not super cool, but it's a little bit sketchy out there. Just a little sketch, a little sketch. So I figured I'd stay in the truck, but here's the front. And then here's the inside, and like I said, nothing too crazy. We've been pin trading for all of a month and a half, I think, so we haven't amassed a ton of cool pins, so that's why we're a little nervous going in, because people have hundreds of dollars worth of pins and I show up with this guy, come on, so we'll see, but I think it'll be fun either way. Even if we just look at other cool pins, it'll be fun. And then one last thing before we go, this is my wife's book. These are her cooler pins on the front, and some of them on mine were hers too. We've just kind of got them divided up weird, and then I'll show you the inside. So again, same disclaimer. She's been collecting for a month and a half as well, so nothing too unbelievably cool in here, but hopefully enough to get at least a couple trades. I'll be happy if we at least make a couple trades, and if we don't spend a lot of money, I'll definitely be happy if we don't do that. But all right, let's go inside. Hello, it's Dylan from the future. Just doing a little voiceover here. I am not going to voice over the whole event because I just want you to enjoy the sweet, sweet pin trading ambiance that we experienced in here. But really big event. There was a line to get in, sort of, and then people set up out front. And as you'll see inside, it was hectic.
Alright, we just snagged this one for 50% off, so $7.50.
Which lady? The Victoria?
Oh well. Looks like you convinced you.
No, that's okay. Thank you. Peace, Mom. The Wally.
We're going green. Which one do you have?
Sorry.
We do have down there too $5 pins, and then we have $30 grab bags that have 10 random pins in it from her traders under here.
Oh, should we do that?
Yeah, you want to do that? Be easier, maybe?
Yeah, but these are cute too. Any other UC4 books? Okay. All right, let's get a grab bag. Let's see it. There it is. So you traded Dinah for Stitch.
Alright, we got him. We finished our Stitch photograph set.
Yeah, I have the whole set at home.
Yeah. No, I don't have a pen back.
Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I've got a book. Thank you.
Trade this guy for this guy.
So these are fantasy pins, and as you can tell, they are super cool. But basically, as far as I understand it, a fantasy pin is a like fan created pin. It's an unauthorized pin. I don't know if it's licensed or not, to be honest, but they are fan created pins, and as you can tell, these are really, really awesome pins.
And the potion bottle glows in the dark.
I got super close to a trade here. I was really interested in this pirate Stitch pin. It kind of reminded me of the cruise line pin that we used to have of Stitch as a pirate. Unfortunately, he didn't see anything he liked well enough to trade me for this pin, but that pin, we'll get it eventually.
Alright, so we're trading this mystery box for this guy.
There we go. That's more prices right. That's dark blue.
What is it? Cute.
Very cute. And then green. Just like here. Very cool.
So I'm collecting dogs. I'm missing these two and also Stitch Space Mountain.
I got a story about these pins. Make sure you watch to the end because this was an interaction, to say the least.
We drove a very hard bargain, but we got our pins.
Seems like it's died down a little. You can walk a little bit now.
Alright, we're swapping this guy for this guy.
And we got Kronk, and we're exchanging it for our Bambi Loungefly.
That's cool. When did that come out? You know?
I have no idea. I bought it as part of a lot, and I'm like, wait,
Oh.
everybody loves it. I'm not a Mulan fan.
Yeah, no, me either, really.
He's though, right?
It is.
I'm like, boy, that's actually kind of neat. I might hold on to it for a little while. Maybe I'll become a Mulan fan.
Yeah, with a pin like that, I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
I don't do puzzles because they always end up screwing me over in financial ways.
The Reflection series.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna get?
just traded for this guy. Thank you so much. All right, we are leaving. We thought we'd be in there for maybe an hour, hour and a half. I think we were in there for like 3 hours, it felt like. We were in there a very long time. I'll show you everything that we got when we get home, because for as much time as we were in there, we didn't get a ton, but we did get some really, really cool stuff. But for now, we have to head out. That was such a cool event, but I'll give you the whole recap once we're back. All right, we're home now. I'm gonna show you all the pins we got today. Let's take a look. She heard there was pins, so she came. So let's start off with something we didn't get at the event today. This just came in the mail. This is something my wife ordered. 35 years of Little Mermaid. Pretty sweet pin. And then kind of working from least to greatest here, we got these guys from the little spin wheel, which is super fun. $5 for 2 spins, aka $5 for 2 pins. That rhymes. Obviously, they're pretty much the same word. Not bad. Konnichiwa. Kyoto, maybe? And then a Mickey stocking. Those are definitely going to be good traders. And then speaking of traders, we bought a mystery pack of 10 pins for $30. And I'll dump these out in a sec. And then we bought these individually, but they were all either $3 or $5. So here's all the little traders that we got that were in our pack for $30. I mean, look at this guy. Pretty cool. This was originally an $18 pin. Not bad. And then just some cool pins. I mean, some pins you see a lot, like this guy, but some pretty unique ones. I mean, these, we bought these individually, but for $3. Same with this one. And then this super cool Disneyland pin was $5. And then the rest were in the pack. This is I've seen a couple pins like this, and every time I do, I don't know if I love them or hate them. It just looks old. And I kind of like it, but it looks ugly at the same time. I don't know if I can even trade this one. There's nothing on the back, but that's it. And then for the main event, here are all of the pins that we either purchased or traded for. And I'm not going to take you through all these again because you probably saw, hopefully, us trade for most of these. We only purchased 2 of them. So we purchased this one for half off, so for $7.50. And then my wife purchased this one for, I don't know exactly how much, but for too much. But it is a really, really cool pin. Other than that, though, these were all trades. Oh, except for this one. We did stop on the way to the event into GameStop, of all places, and bought a couple mystery packs of the cats, and we got the Marie. But other than that, traders. Finished my portraits set, or my photograph set, whatever it's called. Got a cool pink a la mode cats pin. We traded our fairy tale moments, which I don't even remember which one we had and traded, but we traded it for this one, and I think that was an upgrade. This is a really cool one. Obviously, it's sold out now. Made a trade for this. I don't even know how you would describe this pin, but it's sweet. There's a functioning hourglass in there. And the only one I have a story about are these guys. So I found, we were just walking by, and I found these 2 pins, and I'm collecting dogs. I bought a couple of mystery boxes of this set yesterday or the day before, and didn't get these guys. So working on the set, needed these. Perfect. Thought these are pretty easily tradable pins, right? I mean, a lot of stuff at this event was way out of our budget, way out of our range, but these seemed easy enough. So I saw these 2, and then I collect Space Mountain as well, and I thought this would be an easy pin to trade for. She had like 3 of them. I'm going to try not to get too crazy here, but there is a story. I had to flip you around because the story is too much. So I wanted these 3 pins, simple pins. They're mystery pack pins, except for the Stitch one. You can't get that one anymore, but it's not a super high value pin. So I gave my book to this lady and wanted to see if there was anything she liked. She took out like 7 pins. She wanted all of my Stitch portraits. I have 3 duplicates. She wanted an Adventureland pin. She wanted one of the Pixie Plush pins. She wanted a little film strip I had from Up. It was a Loungefly pin. And I think there was another pin that she threw in there too. So she wanted like 7 pins for these 3 pins. These 3. Just in case you forgot. Just these. Mystery pack pins. Nothing crazy. She wanted like 9, 10. The number's gonna get larger every time I tell the story. She wanted 25 pins for these guys. So luckily, I made it out with just trading my 3 photographs, like these, not this one obviously, but the ones that I had left over for this set. And I gave her the up photograph pin because I wasn't really crazy about that pin, but I felt like I was trying to get took for a ride in that trade. And I don't know, pin events are awesome, but I do feel like every once in a while you come across, I don't know what the word would be, but somebody trying to game the system, you know? Someone trying to take somebody for a ride. So I felt like I almost got tooked for a ride, but luckily I do think I overtraded, but I don't feel too bad about it. So that's my story. I almost got took for a ride. But that's it. That's everything we traded for. We had a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to the next pin event. I hope you had fun seeing all the pins that we saw and some of the pins we traded for, but there were some really, really cool pins at this event. Looking forward to the next time. If you like pins and Disney stuff, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because I'll be doing a lot more of that. But until next time, I'll see you later.